Alright, off-road design crossover steering finally came in. So I got that installed on the truck. It's a pretty good kit. It's a little over, I think, 500 something. But you get the drop hitman arm, drag link. Drag link comes with the rod ends. My truck has the 12-inch springs, so I get the riser block and then the mount for the drag link itself. It's pretty easy to install. It's supposed to be better than the push-pull style steering, which everything's on the driver's side of it. But here's what it looks like. I was wondering if the axle being moved forward was going to interfere with it. They say it in the description to watch how far forward you go with moving the front axle, because you might have interference with the drag link to the U-bolts. But on the block, it was pretty much just put one stud in, put the block down on there, put the other stud in, and then just kind of finagling the studs into there, get them screwed all the way down hand tight. And then on this top plate, pretty much just kind of sawing it back and forth until you can get it wiggled down onto the studs, and then put the nuts on and then tighten everything together. I'm not running high steer on it, so the drag link is just mounted into the front hole per the instructions. My tie rod is going to stay on the bottom of it. But it's a nice setup. There's a drop pitman arm. It's got a decent amount of clearance over the studs for the leaf spring. I assume they're saying watch how far forward you move it, because as you turn right, this drag link's going to kind of come over the top of those studs and may interfere, I guess, if you go pretty far forward. But on mine, it'll work out just fine. But on the old style push-pull, I think this, I guess I'll just cut it off, or take the cap from the other side and mount it on this side. I don't know, I'll give it some thought. But it's on there. If you're going to do crossover steering, you need a 2-wheel drive gearbox, so I already got that. I got the Jeep Cherokee steering shaft is on there, is tightened down, so steering wise it's all done. That's one part of the puzzle finished. I ordered my Turbo 400 transmission, and I went with the TCI Turbo 400. The converter, I ended up just ordering a 1700 stall converter. I mean, I think that's going to work for where I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to make a race truck out of it. So we'll see how a 1700 stall converter works in it. And I got the flex plate. So now will be the joyful task of, again, pulling all this stuff out and put it all back in there. Maybe the transfer case will get lighter this time. I think last time it was like 10,000 pounds, but hopefully it's lighter. I think I'm going to assemble the transfer case to the transmission and just do my same old. I mean, the truck's too high for a transmission jack, so I'll find a way and I'll get it all in there. At least it'll be a running, driving truck. From what I understand, the Turbo 400 kind of saps a little bit of power from what I've read. I still have the aluminum heads sitting in the garage. I'm debating whether to put them on or not. I mean, I don't think I have really an option. I mean, this motor should make 320 horsepower, maybe 360, 370 foot-pounds of torque at the flywheel. So if I put the heads on, I assume it would be just over 400 horsepower, maybe 450 on the torque. I mean, it's a 355 Chevy. The motor's brand new, but I mean, I understand the turbo 400 is an automatic. I don't know. I guess I'll put them on there. It's better than letting the heads just sit in the garage. I mean, I might be moaning and groaning because I got brand new aluminum heads. It's just, I don't want to tear it all apart. But I guess it is what it is. I got the transmission cooler. I got to re-plumb get that onto the front of the radiator, so I got to take that apart. I got to do a lot of disassembly and reassembly on stuff. Off-Road Design sent me the rear offset plates to replace the 1-inch zero rates, so I need to take the springs back off, put those in. Yeah, I got a little bit of work left, but I got crossover steering it's done, so it's a step in the right direction. And I got the interior back together, so all the door panels are back on. I got a little tack, just the one from Advance. It's all wired in, it works, it's good enough. All the wiring for the window relays is all ran up underneath the dash. This is just a wire for the tack. I just gotta reset it. Seat belts are finally done, completed. So the interior for the most part is done. I need to get that Pro ratchet B&M shifter for shifting the 400, because I don't want to shift it from up there, and I got the tack mounted up there. So I'll order that at a later date. I think I got enough to keep me occupied for a little bit. It's a matter of disassembling and reassemble, and then disassemble and reassemble stuff. But I think the one shifter will mount right here. It doesn't go all the way forward and all the way back like regular shifters. It's just a slap shifter, so it kind of stays in one position, and then I can go through the gears right there. So hopefully that'll work out pretty good. That's it. We'll see if the transmission gets delivered to home or whether I gotta go get it. That's it.